Hey guys, I was just on a run and a couple things came to my mind. Usually when I run I start to get some inspiration to write. I told you I think that I wrote a book and not published yet, but I'm working on a second book, and actually I guess one other book too, sort of chronicling my journey through all of this. I've learned a lot. I've built a lot of great tools, but I'm not quite there. I like to say I'm halfway back. I'm probably a little bit over halfway back now. But anyway, this video I'm going to touch about a recent flare-up I had with the chronic pelvic pain or prostatitis situation. I had a couple emails that were inspirational to me in that some people found my videos helpful, which is all I really want. So, in essence, I had a flare last October and it was really bad. It was the worst in many years, and I started to slide back into my old theories of what could be the factors. I mean, I went through everything for years, from candida, IC diets, avoiding acidic things, to every remedy out there known to man. Only got better once I started learning the relaxation techniques and so forth. So I want to touch base on that. And last October through about maybe December, I had a really bad flare to the point of suicidal ideation. I was in a lot of pain, pretty much 24/7. It was. I want to talk a little bit about life after pain. For people, especially for me, I can't speak for everybody, but that year of debilitating pain took away a lot from me. I've lost most of my 20s to pain and dysfunction, and the pain was just a manifestation of physical anxiety, and tension. So anyway, I lost a lot of time and I'm pretty bitter, but now I have a lot of flashbacks when I have to urinate or when I have sex, sort of anything that may be a potential trigger or have had pain in the past kind of aggravates me. Alcohol or caffeine or anything like that, which are potential triggers for me. So I've identified some triggers, and some of it's good. I mean, it's good that I stay away from alcohol and other things and other drugs, as I'm trying to become as pure as I possibly can be. So anyway, like I said, I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I was just looking for my dogs. It's getting dark out. I don't want to get too long-winded. I just want to get some really pertinent information out to you guys. And I'm trying to get a device that holds my phone so I can walk and talk, but I don't have it right now. Okay, anyway, so I've developed what my therapist has called PTSD, and with the flashbacks and the fears and the constant fear, and I've identified some earlier years as my youth, some traumatic experiences that resulted in sort of defensing and bracing and protective guarding of the pelvic floor that led to the trigger points. And like I told you before, I didn't get better until I learned how to relax my pelvis. But sometimes I always told myself that after the pain, if I ever got over the pain, I would be better. I would feel amazing and I'd be so happy with life. And the irony was I wasn't. I was actually horrified and depressed and detached and angry, and I think that for so long, 24/7, I had been internalizing and dealing with the pain that once it left, kind of like Stockholm syndrome, I was really a hostage to pain. And I've seen similar documentaries on people who were held captive or those sort of things that were depressed after they got released. And most people, normal people would think that that's the opposite. You should be excited and celebrate your freedom, but after the pain left, I was more depressed and anxious than ever before. And I've had to peel back the layers and go through a lot of things to determine the triggers, not only for my bladder, but for all the other sensations, the tension and the anxiety. And I've learned a lot through books, audiobooks, and the Bible, and positive people and other people sharing their experiences. But really what I'd like to see, if anybody watches this video and feels anything similar or suffers from chronic pain or pelvic pain, anxiety, depression, I'd love to hear your story. If you want, send me an email to raining, RAINING @AT33, raining@33.com. Oh, sorry, raining@33 @gmail.com. That's an email, and I'm trying to compile a list of stories, and might use some of it in my book. And it's all part of the journey, you know, networking, sharing our experiences, and learning from each other. I wish to God that I had more information, more tools when I first became afflicted, and I'm hoping to spread that word and be that one of the voices for change. So just realize it does get better. And the other day I had gotten into a discussion at work. Well, I got yelled at work by a co-worker for nothing, and kind of braced me, and I kind of went into a little bit of anxiety. I stayed calm. I'm a pretty calm person. I don't like confrontation. I've been trying to walk like Jesus. And even if you don't believe in God, I think that Jesus was a person, and they were very genuine and moralistic. So I try to say, what would Jesus do in all that I do? What would he say? What would he do? And I think that, like I said, even for people that aren't believers, that it could still be a tool. It doesn't have to be Jesus. It could be anybody that is a good person that you want to follow. Can help give you that sort of gauge for okay, yeah, I shouldn't be acting this way. So that's helped me a lot. But anyway, I left work, and then I got hit by another vehicle in my wife's car, and sort of went into a bladder spasm, and I became really, really upset, and I had to wait there for 3 hours, and I was in horrible pain. I was ready to honestly just run out into the highway, but I had to keep telling myself that it would get better, and that I just had to be patient. And I tried to relax. I kept relaxing, and slowly it dissolved. And I realized all those years ago when that first hit, I didn't know to relax, and that I just, when you're in pain, your automated response is to tense. So you're tensing tension, and it's absolutely not going to work. Same thing for anxiety. You're stressing about anxiety. You're having anxiety about anxiety, fear of fear. These sort of, you're throwing fire at fire, and ideally it just makes the fire worse. And I had that realization the other day, and I wanted to share it. You can kind of apply it to really any problem, and the solution is to somehow paradoxically try to relax, try to do the opposite. Try to, when anxiety comes, just say, you know what, anxiety, come on. It's gonna suck, and I hate you, but I'm not gonna fight you anymore. Come on in. You just open that door, you let your enemy into your house, and you let it happen, and you know what? It just goes out the back door. It's incredible. I thought it was stupid. I read about it from At Last a Life, and I really thought it was so dumb. And I was having panic attacks. I had to stop on the way to work like 3 or 4 times on the highway on a 30-minute drive to work. I couldn't, just barely functioning, not in this world at all, just trying to stay alive. And then I employed those tactics, and the anxiety just left. It just, those intrusive thoughts I used to have were gone. So relax when you want to tense, relax. Feel the release, feel the relaxation, and follow me, subscribe, because I'm going to post some, Addie, come here, Addie. I'm going to post some other videos. Sorry, my dog was about to run into the street. I'm going to post some other videos about some some actual techniques my physical therapist taught me that seem to help stop a trigger, and some things that I do that are really going to be good and useful tools for anyone suffering from the pelvic pain portion of what my channel is about. So anyway, subscribe, and I hope to hear from you on my email and see your comments. All right, God bless you guys. Have a great night.